And again, we can use, like this, to me, seems like he needs a bit more of this kind of stuff. You can actually hear that. I can even use like the actual corner of this too, as well as using it like that. I could go in, flick over that.
You can really hear that.
Yeah, you can hear that crunchy grinding.
Do you think that with someone who you need to go extra hard on in doing points and stuff, if let's say it was almost too much as the practitioner, you would start like that just to really, because you obviously need to be there with that.
Yep.
You're just not releasing the tension from the point, but you would still be loosening it up.
Yeah.
Within the body.
Yeah. It's getting things moving a bit, you know?
So then, let's say Taylor was like, I need it really, like, you need to poke me extra hard.
Yeah.
For me to release anything. Would it be beneficial to start the first session with something like this, where you're still working at an intense rate, but using more broad?
Yeah, you could. Yeah, yeah. There's no like hard and fast rule of how you should do it, you know? Obviously there'll come a point where this won't release so easily without doing here, but we have kind of done here on previous days as well, so I'll just see what's willing to let go in this actual joint here.
There's still going to be breaking up adhesions and loosening fascia and stuff like that as well.
Absolutely. And he's breathing, you know. He's not going to sleep. You're not going to sleep there, are you, Stephen? No?
Focusing on my breathing.
What do you say?
Focusing on my breathing.
Yeah.
Trying to relax my mind.
Yeah, good. But we can really get in there with a bit of oil, like I say, it just offers that kind of caressing kind of feeling. Or you can just,
Yeah, baby, bring it up.
you can even just get like, you know, get right into the whole foot. Like it's just another way to do reflexology as well, where you just really loosen that whole, and a lot easier with oil actually, this part of the, you know, just to, and in the heel too. You can actually, it actually feels quite nice to loosen up the heel, even though it's hard to feel tension in there. This is one time where I would go either way. And sometimes this way. And then sometimes just again coming in here and caressing. Sometimes it's nice to use this part as well. And then I can give him a little rest and still do some of these. All right. And then again, pushing the toes back. If I'm finding that too difficult on a big guy like him, I could use this to just get into some of this detail in here as well.
How you doing, brother?
Doing well? How you feeling, Steve?
Yeah, just getting a little bit of cramp underneath, that's all.
Under here?
Yeah, under the arch.
Under the arch? Oh, here? Okay.
And all the other outside.
Like here?
Yeah, and then a little bit in between that two.
Okay.
Yeah. Come on here. Yeah.
I can still hold pressure points and even slide. With a bit of oil, you can slide in between. You can work like this. Because he's so tight, people that are really tight when you're working on him can cramp a bit. So we just get him to breathe. Hopefully that just goes away. But once we loosen him up, he won't cramp again.
Have you ever used magnesium spray as a precursor? For
You could, yeah,
before
yeah,
you start?
yeah. So tight in here. I could give him a little rest from the foot and just come into his calf muscle a little bit. We can't even have the leg like this and just work all through. It's really nice to get into like the top of the ankle here as well. All of this with a bit of oil, like you can come into here, around here. Maybe that camera just like a little bit closer. So.
What's the cramp? What's the cause of the cramp? Like a
Magnesium, usually magnesium, and long-term chronic tightness just being released. I just see a lot when people have been tight a long time.
Are you talking cramps in general or cramps from doing the massage, like from hitting the foot? Like, you know how I cramped up, like, is that what you mean? Or are you
Yeah,
talking just
it's
general?
common. It's quite common in excavation
Yeah,
when you're working somebody quite hard who's been tight for a long time.
yeah.
I don't know the exact biochemistry. I mean, obviously people say, yeah, magnesium for cramps.
Yeah. And so, you'll see people get peripheral cramps when you're excavating.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You just come in and try and work it a little bit up to what they can handle. Maybe you need to ease off.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to get excited about getting rid of their tension, you know, but maybe the pace that you're working at could be just that little bit intense for them or whatever, you know. We can have the leg out like this and then start to come up. All in this area. A little bit of caressing and shaking. So you can see I'm still incorporating a lot of the principles of like a deep tissue Raynor massage, just not the details on the toes.
Yeah.
And some of it, like I say, you can, you know, get that nice movement in there with a bit of oil. So I'm not opposed to oil. Some people think, oh, I don't like using oil. It's starting to loosen up. Yeah. I think it just has its place.
Yeah.
So we can like hold in here, move the, and then move up. So this could be a nice kind of treatment in between, like if you're doing 20 hours on him and you've spent 5 or 6 hours on the toes, then you just want to do a little bit of loosening up in the bigger muscles of the body. Oil can be quite nice, you know?
Yeah. Give them a bit of a break too.
Yeah, it's just something different, right? Yeah, because you can see he's almost fallen asleep with the oil. That's the way. Yeah. So we can do, I mean, this is more like what Swedish massage is, right? It's just kind of like this, you know?
Yeah.
Right? But what we can do is more, just a bit deeper if he's up for it, or we can just ease it off if he's not, you know? So we could use thumbs coming up. We're still actually coming up the bands. So we can just ease it off because he's a bit sensitive.
Much space to relax the muscle? Or
Yeah, no, let it go. Yeah.
Yeah, you still want them to be breathing and that.
Yeah.
And so with an oil massage, you would always start down and go up?
You can still start with the head, but don't use, I don't like using oil on the face.
Yeah.
But you could start before you get your oil on your hands. There's certain oils that are okay for the face, but in general, like maybe like rose hip and things like that. But you don't want to get oil near the eyes. So I don't really use oil on the face because people's face can also react to oil very quickly.
Plug off
Facial
and break
skin.
out. Yeah, they break out.
Break out. So
I feel burnout from it.
that's right. So just generally don't. And if you're kind of in the middle of doing something deep and you feel like they need a bit of head massage, get the oil off your hands. Or massage them through a towel or a sheet or something. So same, I'm still working on just following these bands up actually. And just moderating, so using fingers if I want to get precise, but it tires my fingers out. So therefore I can use knuckles for medium pressure, forearms for deeper pressure.
And so the chopsticking's, kind of the pinnacle, but...
What do you mean the pinnacle?
Oh, well, I mean, that's the main style of Raynor massage to get rid of tension.
The roots of tension.
The roots of tension, but
Yep.
I mean, you're still getting a lot of, excavating a lot of tension in doing this.
Oh yeah. This is still going to be one of the deepest, even without doing that, this is like the deepest form of deep tissue massage.
Yeah.
This is a treat.
Yeah. And I can go slow when I know I'm hitting his tightening up. And notice I'm opening my leg stance so that I'm using my body weight, okay? So as much as possible, I don't even want to use my shoulder strength. I just want to kind of lean in with my leg strength. I am still using a little bit in the shoulder just because he's so tight. And this is where people would say there's like a knot. You can feel it like, yeah, have a feel right there. And again, what we have to be conscious of, because there's, especially with deep tissue, there can be that tendency, let's just push through it. But again, it could be still anchored because these toes are still very tight, right? We got to be careful because we could just try and push that out and it might just be sore. Some of it might come out, like I said, whatever percentage we've got out of his toes in the last 8 days, is going to be whatever percentage we get out of here. So I don't want to kind of go too hard in there, but I just want to see if it's ready to let go or higher up or around it. I can turn that leg. I could even turn his leg on like this, relax, like this, so that I can kind of get into that band a little bit easier and then just caress through there. And really tight in here.
And you can see it flicking, like right there, you can just see it vibrating.
Yeah. Candace is feeling all jealous that she missed out on this.
My muscle's like, oh,
Yeah.
for another day.
Yeah. Okay,
We're all
so
clumsy today, aren't we?
so again, just I still feel like okay, that's probably going to be holding that, so I don't want to work it too much. I've worked it about as much as I feel comfortable.
How long has that been?
I might come in and just do a bit more in here, across the front of the foot. And then, like I said, if this was his first one, I'd explain to him why he needs these toes done. I'd say to him, this is anchored. I don't want to go too hard in here because it's anchored in like this joint and this joint here. So if he was like a football guy that's used to deep tissue, I could still give him like a very strong deep tissue massage where he doesn't feel like I'm wimping out on him. But then I could explain to him why we need to do this detail. And he's more likely to go, yeah, I understand, thank you. Yeah, he's not likely to go, oh, please just go in there deeper. He could be a little bit crazy and want that, but then I'd say to him, well, you might bruise or might be sore if I did that. Are you feeling I'm going too light on you there, Stephen?
Now?
No, in here. Like when I was getting into here with my elbow?
Oh, no.
It was fine, yeah.
And I feel it underneath the toe around here, charge.
Yeah, right.
Somewhere around here, anyway, can you put your hand on it?
Yeah, it's so tight in there. And that's why I'd need to spend an hour on each of his toes. They're just so tight, you know? But, you know, we got a little bit, definitely, if you feel the difference now, like you can see as soon as I come into this leg, it's so, like I can go in here a bit deeper, but I'm still very, do you guys want to feel any difference there? Even that gentle Swedish massage. That's the Viking style of Swedish massage though.
So what is?
Yeah.
You can feel the difference, right? We got some good release
Yeah.
there.
It's more like a
So what is
cable,
Swedish?
where that one's like
Swedish?
a rope,
Yeah.
but that's like a cable.
As I say, it's not really Swedish. Okay, a guy named
Yeah.
Persling, he was Swedish, but he went to India and China and got some of their techniques. But Swedish, what they call classical massage actually in Europe or Sweden, is more stuff like this. And he's already absorbed that oil, so I'll just put a little bit more. And it's not to say it's bad, okay, because this can feel quite nice. But you can see it's not as deep.
Yeah.
This would even be considered probably a fairly deep Swedish massage by a lot of people. Yeah, and you're using, or a fairly good, you know, where some people are like this. And that's Swedish massage for them. And it's so superficial it's not doing anything, you know? Whereas at least with a deep, some deeper Swedish massage can be a little bit like this and it feels like it's still getting in there a bit.
Still be useful, but help with a bit of a pain on ankles and stuff.
Definitely, yeah. And with elderly people and very fragile people, it may be the one that you're wanting to use because they couldn't deal with anything like this, you know?
Yeah.
And so that little spot that I felt before that little knot, is that
Yeah.
coming from the outer lymph?
I think it's coming from the delta band. So I think it's like right in this one in particular. And you can see how he's confirming, but this one's bad too, right in here.
Yeah.
And this one's not great, but these two are worse. And you can feel that that joint just doesn't want to move. So it's, I would uncharge the top, but I'd really want to get this joint to have some movement. Because otherwise this isn't going to let go. All right, so now I'm ready to do his other leg.